Good day, everyone. I'm Bryat Sharkas from Group 5, and today I will be showing to you the manipulation of dental stone. To keep ourselves clean and exposure a variety of hazards, we need first the scrub suit, and second is the buffet hat. Third one is the mask. It is important to always wear a mask during the procedure. And the fourth one is the gloves. It is important to wear gloves, of course, to keep your hands from hazards and dirt while doing the procedure, and also to not contaminate the powder that you are using. And always remember to get rid of all your accessories and watches. And now we will be showing to you the materials that we will use. Recycled plastic containers, measuring cup, mixing bowl, water, spatula, you can use either plastic or metal, and lastly the dental stone. What we have here is 1:2 ratio of water and powder, which consists of 100 grams of powder and 30 ml of water. The WP ratio or water powder ratio is the amount of water and hemihydrate that should be accurately by weight. This is usually expressed as the water powder ratio or the quotient obtained when the weight or volume of the water is divided by the weight of the powder. The ratio is usually abbreviated as WP. This ratio is an important factor in determining the physical and chemical properties of final gypsum product. And let's start mixing. While mixing time, it is defined as the time from the addition of the powder to the water until the mixing is complete. Hand spatulation generally requires at least a minute to obtain a smooth mix. And in working time, this is the time available to use a workable mix, one that maintains an even consistency that may be manipulated to perform one or more tasks. For example, a sufficient working time might be needed to pour an impression, pour a spare impression, and clean the equipment before the gypsum fully sets. Generally, a 3-minute working time is adequate. Setting time. The time that elapses from the beginning of mixing until the material hardens, starting when the powder is mixed with water. As you can see, we are checking it every 5 minutes to check if it is already hard and dry. Time check. It's already 10 minutes and it is still wet. Time check, it's already 15 minutes, and as you can see, it is already dry and hard. As you can see, yes, that is salt. Now let's talk about the factors that affects setting time. Probably the most effective and practical method for the control of the setting time is the addition of a certain chemical modifiers to the mixture of the dental stone, and what we will be using is salt. Let's talk about accelerators. These are the chemical modifiers that decrease the setting time with the use of only 2 pinches of salt. And now let's put our 2 pinches of salt. Let's pour it in our plastic container. And now, let's just wait until it sets when it is dry and hard. Time check, it's already 5 minutes, and as you can see, it is still wet. Time check at 10 minutes and 5 seconds. At 11 minutes and 56 seconds, it is already dry and hard. Now we will be still using salt, and we will be doing the second one that increases the setting time, which is called the retarders, with the use of a half teaspoon of salt. And now let us put our half a teaspoon of salt and mix it together with the dental stone. And now let's pour it in our plastic container. And wait until it is dry and hard. Time check at 5 minutes. And as you can see, it is still wet. Time check, it's already 17 minutes. Let's just fast forward it, and as you can see, at exactly 23 minutes and 54 seconds, it is already hard and dry. And now, let's compare their setting time. This is the normal one, which means that we did not put any salt in it, and based on our own manipulation, it sets for 15 minutes. The second one, with the use of 2 pinches of salt, it sets for 11 minutes and 56 seconds. And lastly, the third one with a half teaspoon of salt sets for 23 minutes and 54 seconds. Now let's talk about exothermic heat. It is when a dental material releases heat when it sets. Therefore, the change in enthalpy is negative and heat is released to the surroundings. Again, I'm Bright Vicharcas from Group 5. Thank you for watching, and God bless.